If you reveal what my sister told you under hypnosis, you'll be making the biggest mistake of your life. My father and I will see to it that you and your family are destroyed. You do understand that, don't you?
You and Alistair will tell my family about my past, about our past.
What a past it is.
You know what, Julian? I'm tired of running. I'm sick of being held prisoner by my past.
I'm warning you, Eve.
And it isn't any consolation, but to know that you and your father would spend the rest of your lives in jail might just cushion the blow.
Can't we work something out, Eve? Just drop all this nonsense about hypnosis and scandal. I'm sure there's some solution we could find, something that's beneficial to both of us.
No, Julian, you're not going to buy your way out of this one. Especially since your sister will be the chief prosecution witness against you. And if there's any benefit to be gotten out of all of this, it'll be in seeing you finally get yours.
Eve, let's take a little more time to consider
Julian.
this.
There's nothing that you can say or do to stop me. The truth is going to come out at long last. Well, I think it's time we began.
Let's do it.
Sheridan, I urge you to reconsider.
He's waiting, Sheridan.
I'm not going to back down from this, Julian. Not now.
So how should we do this?
Well, Sheridan has already told me what she said and did that night. So I think what would be best if Sheridan were to recall that night to the best of her ability, and then I'll try and fill in the blanks. Are you ready to have your past revealed?
Yes.
Then let's begin. Now, in your own words, I want you to tell us what you remember about that night.
Here goes. I was a little girl. I was asleep. I heard a noise, so I went downstairs, and that's when I saw a shadow.
You already told me about the shadow. He knows whose it was?
I don't know. It was a man. I know that because I saw his shoes.
You know who the man was?
No.
What else do you remember?
A letter opener.
Letter opener.
Yes, on the table. I don't know why, but I took it off the table.
You were afraid, Sheridan, do you remember? You were afraid of the shadow.
Yes. I was afraid. So I raised the letter opener over my head.
Yes.
What'd you do next, Sheridan? What'd you do with the letter opener?
This isn't right.
All right, you stay put.
She is my sister. I'm allowed to be concerned for my own flesh and blood on her. This farce has gone on far too long.
Now, either you stay where you are, or I'll put the cuffs on you and gag you.
How dare you? No one speaks like that to me.
Get used to it. Can you go on, Sheridan?
I can't remember much right now, though.
Now, would you just tell us anything you can, and I'll fill in the rest.
The next thing I remember is blood on my hands.
Blood? Blood on your hands? Are you sure, Sheridan?
Yes.
God, that's enough. I'm not going to stand here and listen to any more of this nonsense. I'm calling my attorney. Demand he get some sort of court order to
Listen,
stop
this isn't your decision, Julian. It's Sheridan's.
I want to go on.
I'm certainly not going to stick around for it.
I'm sick of your games.
Pardon me?
Hey,
Going anywhere.
Excuse me, do you know who I am?
sit down.
Shut up! There's no way! Please! You'll pay for this, all of you. To my little friend.
You are not going anywhere, Mr. Crane. This is police matter now. Sheridan, this may be a little more serious than I thought. I don't think you should continue till you speak to an attorney.
Thank you for thinking of me, Luis, but I don't want to bring any attorneys into this. I just want the truth, and that's all. So my nightmares will end.
Okay. And continue. What do you remember next?
I remember seeing a man's body under a bloody sheet.
Is the man under the sheet dead?
Yes.